Tony Sheena, the co-founder and director of The Backpack, which I started with my childhood friend Lee Harris in 1990, 25 years ago. I'll try to tell you our story, why we have chosen responsible tourism, and examples of how we have tried to put ethical tourism into practice, how we made our staff ambassadors of our brand, and a bit about our various projects. In Cape Town, there are many amazing hostels offering excellent service and high standards. So what sets us apart from some of the other hostels is our commitment to responsible action. We choose to make a difference as social entrepreneurs, and in turn our clients do too, as they choose to spend their money more wisely. The customer gets to see where their money is going and the positive effect their spend is having. We are not only selling an experience, but one that is making a difference. As you all know, the traveler is well educated and organized, looking for meaningful experiences. There are different tribes of travelers who shape the landscape. One of them is the ethical traveler. These travelers visit places for environmental reasons or political beliefs and look for brands and services who share their ideals or motives. We have seen an increase in these travelers in the past few years. People are prepared to pay more for ethical products. Perhaps we can assume that someone that has volunteered will choose a hostel or a product that acts responsibly. So how do we at The Backpack act responsibly? When we started our journey, we built a small creche or kindergarten in the townships in 2000. We used the money from our township tours and asked one of the tour operators, day trippers, to help us realize our dreams. In 2007, we started working with GCU, an anti-gang project. We came to realize that we should be working with staff and helping them have a better life and opportunities. Our staff had no connection to the projects we were involved with, so I guess charity begins at home. We started with a living wage. We vastly increased staff salaries, and all staff members working a 45-hour week are earning a minimum of 8,500 Rand per month. Our entry-level wage is 3.5 times higher than the minimum wage in South Africa. We all know that recognition is important in the workplace, but my word, if you're a single mother living with HIV/AIDS and you're earning a living wage, you are happy to come to work, let alone happy to be alive. Happy, staff-proud staff are so much better for anyone's business. Our staff come to work. They don't stay out of work unless they are really ill. They don't leave, which means less training, and many earn commission. We've tried to create a culture of empowerment through education. Our bursary fund allows our staff, their children and grandchildren to access funds for their own studies. Children of staff are enabled to attend good schools and universities, which they could not afford previously, which in turn will allow them to find employment in our country, which has an unemployment rate of 26%. Presently, we do not expect them to pay back their bursaries. However, we do feel for this project to be sustainable, we will have to implement a payback scheme. We have no written policies and do need to work on this. I'd like to show you a video of one of our staff, Noluthando Zozo.
The Backpack has made a difference in my life. Since I started here in 2009, I have improved my life quite a lot. And besides that, they not only taking care of the staff, but they do take care of our kids as well, which is not so many companies that do that. I've got a little boy who is 6 years old, who managed to go to the private school, which I ever thought of anyone would ever support me on that. But through Backpack, everything is possible.
Another one of our upliftment programs are our staff's children apprenticeships and mentorships. During the school holidays, we allow children of our staff over 15 to shadow their parents. We pay them a minimum wage. They may take half of it home and the other half we save for them. Some of them have bought computers with their savings. We instill a high level of expectation. We review their school reports and offer tutor programs for them on Saturday mornings. The tutor programs have been run by children from privileged schools. Not only do their marks improve, but they have a sense of self-worth and enjoy the cultural exchange. We do staff training and offer educationals. Staff members are regularly sent on educationals and other courses for practical training such as first aid and firefighting. In 2014, we spent more than $8,000 on staff tours. We introduced a value program where the staff decided on the rules of the workplace, namely trust, recognition, honesty, upliftment, community, health, service, and respect. These values form part of our employment contract and are branded throughout our business. We have a culture of giving back for a bonus. The 13th check, payable at the end of the year, is calculated on the hours that the staff themselves give back. We expect all staff to be involved in community work. A log is kept and the staff get paid accordingly. No community service, no 13th check. Staff members who live in the townships are able to knit. We provide the wool and needles. One scarf is calculated to 1.5 hours of community service. Knitting on the public transport for a bonus is not a bad idea. We offer health programs. We offer staff support should they be HIV positive. We provide an HIV specialist and pay for 4 visits to a doctor each year. We have a retirement program. This year we introduced a compulsory saving of 900 Rand per month, which goes into a provident fund. It has a few additional benefits should they be in an accident going to work. There's a payout should they die. So how do we pay for all of this? Well, we always wish we had more money so we could do more, but we somehow seem to manage. We have a key deposit system whereby we charge 100 Rand key deposit for every guest that checks in. And during checkout, we offer the guest the opportunity whether they'd like to make a donation to our project. It doesn't always work, but we do raise quite a bit of funds through the key deposit. We have many other projects. We have funded a rope skipping project since 2007. The rewards have been immeasurable. We have the best brand ambassador, Michaela, who has been working as a kitchen hand since she was 15. Today she works on our reception, is studying human resources management and runs our community project at Great Commission United, or GCU. Michaela writes a weekly blog which gives us up-to-date content. She's a real asset, a true ambassador. The rope skipping project has recently taken 22 girls to the regional championships, and in October the 7th, the girls will be going to the nationals. Through the backpack, we've teamed up with schools in Scotland who are sponsoring 4 girls and boys from the project who are going on an exchange to Scotland. This is a dream come true for us. Today, GCU touches 3,000 children each week, either through tutor, sports and drama programs. This story is our content. This story is what makes us different. This story is what makes life worthwhile for us. This project enables guests to interact and experience Cape Town at a grassroots level. The guests tell our story. The story is real. We have a community store or curio shop in the hostel, which has won us awards. Our prices are transparent. There are 2 prices on every item. One is the price we pay the crafter, and the other is our retail price, a mere 30% markup. Another small project is the Valley's Stitch and Bitch program. Our guests and staff have knitted hundreds of blankets and scarves for Bafumulele AIDS Orphanage. We've donated all our goods, and guests donated clothing to Mdansanana Township Animal Clinic. Of course, once you start this journey, there's no turning back. You have to follow through. The design of our hostel, the lights are made by the blind. or Andrew turns our beer bottle tops into lights. All our material is local, shwe shwe. Every item we try to buy local. The wallpaper, the carpets are handmade, the furniture's upcycled, the art is local, and of course, everything is for sale. We try to take care of our environment. Again, one has to follow through. We've solar power, heat pumps, a saltwater pool, worm farms, non-toxic cleaning materials, and the list is long. We constantly try to improve our carbon footprint. Fortunately, we have load shedding in South Africa, so we have a few compulsory no energy hours each month. So what does this all mean? Well, we get certified by Fair Trade. We were the world's first hostel to be certified by Fair Trade in 2006. Being a fair trade establishment means we operate in an ethical, social, and environmentally responsible way. The accreditation process is tough. All our business practices are audited. There are many criteria which we have to meet: our labor standards and HR practices, skills development and employment equity, the community projects we're involved in, the impact our hostel has on the environment, how we manage HIV/AIDS and other diseases in the workplace. The travellers are assured that their holiday benefits local communities, and that gives the traveller a more meaningful experience. As a traveller, your choices matter to people and communities, species and ecosystems, and to the climate as a whole. And the choices that travellers make influence the behaviour of the millions of businesses that make up the tourism industry, a sizable global industry. As a hostel, we have a unique opportunity to bring about positive change by participating, giving of ourselves, and considering the broader impact of what we do. Through the accreditation process, we have a benchmark on where to make improvements. Responsible tourism is a way of life for us. We created the Fair Trade Travel Pass, a group of fair trade hostels and a shark diving company, Marine Dynamics, have created a route for travellers who wish to travel with a conscience. I'd like to show you a movie, a short clip that Mdumbi Backpackers has made for this conference.
I'm Johan from Mdumbi Backpackers on the Wild Coast in a very rural part of South Africa. We run a 50% community-owned business with all our activities belonging 100% to the community. We also run an NPO called Transcape that's involved in education, HIV awareness, microfinancing and various other small tourism projects. The economical benefits of our community involvement is very difficultly measured. But we have won various national and international awards, like being runner-up at the WTM for the best poverty alleviation business in the world. Placing awards like this on social media and other platforms, we have found an increase in guests over the last few years, especially the more conscious travelers. We also found that this approach towards tourism opens doors to funding and also the way government bodies looks at your business. But most importantly, it creates a sense of togetherness with our surrounding community, taking us one step closer to bridging the gap of the unequal wealth distribution of this world. And by doing so, you will find our isiXhosa neighbors very welcoming and regarding Mdumbi as just an extension of their village.
So responsible tourism extends the experience for the traveller. It makes business sense to care about our communities, our staff and our planet. The customer wants to make a difference, and in turn our occupancy is high and our average room rate is high. We charge more because we give more in all ways. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it, and please visit the backpack during your stay in Cape Town.